Hey everybody, this is Magnus Batman. This has been mind-boggling for a little bit, and I just want to put everything in the open and just give you a full-depth analysis and tell you why Ben Affleck is best as Batman nowadays. I have got perspective from many people over the past few months, and they've been telling me that Christian Bale's Batman has been better so far. But by me watching the Batman v Superman extended cut, I fully understand Batman's true character. And also I watched the Dark Knight series and I understand Christian Bale's Batman's true reason, because Ben Affleck is great. Christian Bale's Batman was great as well, but these two are not comparable to another character who played Batman. Yes, I said it. There is another character that is better than Ben Affleck and better than Christian Bale, and that is Kevin Conroy.
You serious?
Kevin Conroy never portrayed Batman. We all know this. But the animated series, he was the voice of Batman, Bruce Wayne. Kevin Conroy's Batman was the perfect interpretation of Batman, relating to all the comic books that ever came out, in relating to his character and everything that he represents. And this was such a masterpiece that this inspired other Batman movies, even the Christian Bale Nolan series. So if anyone who disagrees, they're fucking stupid and they deserve to be shot and killed. Sit down, put your seatbelt on, and let's chit chat, because we're gonna have a fun discussion breaking down who is the better Batman and why I believe Ben Affleck is better than Christian Bale. All right, let's begin. First things first, I'm going to start with Christian Bale's Batman. I thoroughly enjoy the Dark Knight films and Christian Bale as Batman Bruce Wayne, but I think I like Ben Affleck's portrayal even more. Bruce in the Dark Knight trilogy eventually comes to hate being Batman, as he sees as his only reason why he and Rachel could never be together. He completely blames himself for her death. This is why he gives up being Batman in the 8 years between the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. But actually, to tell you the truth, in the comic book series, Batman doesn't really have a love interest, so therefore the death of a love interest doesn't really impact or break Batman. If you look at the animated series, Batman is always distant from the females. Yes, occasionally he goes out with females every time and time again, but he always stays distant. But Alfred tells him that he keeps clinging on to a secret because he can't move on from her and having a normal life. And during the series, he comes to a close as Bruce gives up the cow and finally finds happiness with Selina. Ultimately, moving on, he had to retire being Batman. He sacrificed himself to save the Gotham because, Gotham is blaming him for the deaths of what Harvey Dent did. And now he had to die as a hero, such as what Harvey Dent told him in Dark Knight. And I just really admire the mythos and also deep thoughts that was implied into the Dark Knight in the Dark Knight series. But also I'm going to break down Ben Affleck's character. Ben Affleck's Batman is angry and bitter, but he doesn't seem to hate being Batman. In fact, he seems to view it as a duty, doing the right thing, even as he becomes more brutal. He too has suffered a tragic loss, but he lets it influence him to intensify his crusade against crime. If it's the only way he can cope, because what is the alternative to him? This is a desperate Batman, a paranoid one, and he sees the cow as his only escape. This Batman, I can tell that this was more relatable to the comics, because if you look at Dark Knight Returns, in Dark Knight Returns, when Jason Todd was killed by Joker, Batman became brutal. Batman became, after his retirement. Just like with Ben Affleck's Batman, he was a desperate Batman. He was paranoid. He had to cope with all of his emotions, and also seeing Superman destroying Metropolis everywhere around him. And just think about if Christian Bale was inside Batman v Superman, because Christian Bale, technology-wise, would not have enough technology to match up with Superman, because we didn't really see the advanced technology and weaponry that we saw in Batman v Superman, such as an armor suit or maybe a kryptonite spear he crafted from. Now, the key difference to me is that Nolan was telling a Bruce Wayne story where Batman is more of an idea rather than the person, and Snyder is telling a Batman story where he's a detective, a martial arts master, just two very different takes on the character focusing on different aspects. Now, I believe if you look at the characters that are similar in this new movie Bruce Wayne was in, they both were playboys. They both were billionaires. But I think that Ben Affleck was more of a businessman than Christian Bale. Because if you look at the Christian Bale movies, Christian Bale didn't really do much work at his company. He had mostly he relied on Lucius Fox for everything. Ben Affleck's character, Bruce Wayne, you've seen him in Ben at his tower. You've seen him taking care of responsibility, receiving a letter from Lex Luthor saying you let your family die. He was there managing his corporation in his billion-dollar industry. Now I want to talk about detective work. Batman is known as being the best detective in history. Probably you can compare him to Sherlock Holmes. In detective work that we've seen Christian Bale, I think that Christian Bale's Batman did better detective work. Now, people will argue that Ben Affleck's Batman did detective work in Batman v Superman, but really he just went to a location where he was just basically just finding out secret and hearing conversations. But in Christian Bale's Batman, we've seen Christian Bale actually analyzing the fingerprints inside the bullet that the Joker left at the crime scene. And I think that scene right there was more of a detective Batman, that the best detective Batman portrayal we have gotten on screen, even better than Batman. So I would give the edge to Christian Bale Batman. By saying Ben Affleck's better, some will criticize Ben Affleck as killing people. Yes, in Batman v Superman, he was killing a whole bunch of people, an onslaught of people. But listen to this, Christian Bale also killed. Let's look at Batman Begins. He fought the Ra's al Ghul, who we thought was Ra's al Ghul. He also killed him. In the explosion at the headquarters of the League of Assassins, the whole entire place was destroyed, killing everyone there. And he saved Ra's al Ghul, who was played by Liam Neeson. Also, in the ending of Batman Begins, when he was fighting Ra's al Ghul, played by Liam Neeson, he told him, you can say he didn't kill him, but as collateral damage. The technicality. Yeah. In Dark Knight Rises, when he killed Talia al Ghul, he said that Ben Affleck was killed. I'm just going to say that Christian Bale, Batman, did the same things, both guilty of being murderers. And that's what goes to the fighting skills. Batman is known having 127 styles of martial arts. This has been interpreted due to animated series. It's been interpreted due to Arkham series. This all definitely has been interpreted in the Batman v Superman. We didn't really see much of that inside of Christian Bale's Batman. We didn't really see that in, especially in the Bane fight. Now, this Bane fight that we have here, Bane is only 5'9". He's played by Tom Hardy. I've watched this fight scene numerous times, but I just can't get over of the forced yelling that Christian Bale's Batman is doing. Now, if you close your eyes and watch this fight scene, it sounds like they're having sex.
He's not gay.
Just by knowing that each character is good as their own character, I just had to relate more than Batman has 127 styles of martial arts. We didn't really see that in the Dark Knight series because of the shaky cam. And that's something that Christopher Nolan has admitted that he has done really well. He has done in the Batman Begins. We've seen the shaky cam, and the shaky cam kind of took away from the fight scene, but they don't know what's going on because of the shaky cam. That was similar to the Taken series. Ben Affleck's Batman in this fighting scene, the fight choreography was on point, and now for you can but this is the more how Batman fights, fast pace, using multiple styles of martial arts. We can actually see in the similar to the Arkham games. He is known to going through barracks using grappling hooks, using kicks and roundhouse kicks and punches and using throws and stuff. Christian Bale didn't really do that. I give the edge to Ben Affleck Batman. Now, I'm not going to take away from Christian Bale's Batman. Christian Bale's Batman was good. I have to give the edge to Christian Bale as being a more relatable character and more realistic. But in the meantime, as a fan, I want to see a comic book Batman more relatable to a comic book, some actual fighting stuff. That's the main thing I want Bruce Wayne, Batman, to have. And I think that Ben Affleck best interprets it and best symbolizes it. So therefore, I have to give the edge to Ben Affleck Batman being the best Batman we have seen on screen and the best Batman that I would love to see in movies to come. All right, guys, that's my full in-depth analysis of Ben Affleck and Batman and Christian Bale's Batman. If you like everything you see, hit the subscribe button for more analysis breakdown. This is just the first video that I would do. I would do another deep breakdown analysis on the topic I so choose that I will break down in an analysis video, breaking it down. If you have anything you want to discuss, leave a comment below and I will see it and we can discuss what should be the next topic. All right, guys, like everything you see and you agree, hit the subscribe button because it helps me out. And as it helps me out, I'll give you more fun content. All right, guys, till then, ciao.